In this video, I'll share my top 4 tips to end your late night snacking. If you like this video and want to see more, be sure that you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and turn the bell on to get notified every time I post a new video. I'm sure you've been there. After dinner and a long day, sitting on the couch, maybe alone, maybe with your pet, maybe with your spouse, and you get this little inkling to snack, even though you just had dinner. Maybe you hadn't thought about food at all until your spouse says, "Hey honey, you want some popcorn?" At least that's how it goes in my house. Now, I used to have popcorn almost every night after dinner when we were watching Netflix, but I've been able to overcome that bad habit and help others to do the same in my online program, Weight Loss for Health. The first step is educating yourself on how when you eat affects your weight. The old school thought that it's all about what you eat and the total number of calories you have in a day has been disproven in the research over and over again. The underlying cause of weight gain is insulin resistance. The underlying cause of insulin resistance is your insulin being elevated too high for too long. There are a ton of factors that can influence this, but for most people, it's due to eating too many unhealthy processed foods too frequently throughout the day. One surefire way to lower your insulin is fasting. Give yourself a good 12 hours during the day when you don't eat. Having a simple goal of not eating from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. gave me something concrete to work towards. Once I recognized that eating at night, even if it was just a bowl of popcorn, which by the way is high in starch, so will spike blood sugar and insulin more than something like a handful of nuts or a piece of string cheese, but once I realized that, it was a lot easier to stop the bad habit. So just remember, every time you eat, insulin is released. You want to condense your feeding window during the day and give yourself at least 12 hours when you aren't putting any food or calories or artificial sweeteners in your mouth. I teach you all about what foods to eat and when to eat to lower your insulin in my online program, Weight Loss for Health. And I know that, at least speaking for myself, once I understood things on an intellectual level, it made justifying bad habits a lot harder to do. The second strategy is to use an implementation intention. This comes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a simple strategy of focusing your efforts on the first step in your desired behavior instead of the goal itself of not eating after dinner. For about 2 months, my primary implementation intention for that week was I will brush my teeth right after dinner and keep water on hand so I don't snack at night. Boom. Just like that, I changed the flavor in my mouth from food to mint. I kept water on hand so when I wanted something in my mouth, I had something right there ready to go. And I set my weekly and daily intention to not snack. I had to keep reminding myself every day, otherwise I would forget. It took a while, but now I don't normally snack after dinner. And when I do, it's intentional, not by mindless habit. The third strategy is to tell yourself one of my 10 mantras I shared with you in this video, so I won't repeat all of them here. Go ahead and check that video out right after this one. I'll link to it in the description. But 2 of the more common mantras I tell myself for late night snacking that I didn't mention in that video are you are what you consistently do and just follow your system. The system that worked for me was brush your teeth, get your water, and forget about the snacks. It's far more effective to focus on a system like that instead of just the overall goal of don't snack after dinner. You've got to give your brain a simple, obvious alternative and remind yourself of your system every single day to break your bad habit. My last tip is to tweak your environment. I want you to take a moment and think about what you normally snack on at night after dinner. Is it ice cream, crackers, chips, cookies, a piece of candy? Type in the comments for me, what's your snack of choice that you'd like to stop, even if it's not after dinner? Now, if you have the guts and you're at home, pause this video. Yes, pause it right now and go throw away that junk food. And don't bring it back into your house. I'll tell you, that's the easiest way to solve this problem. If you don't have the guts and you're emotionally tied to your junk food, which, by the way, that's really common, and you may think that sounds dramatic, but I dare you to go and throw away your favorite junk food and see what types of emotions arise in you. You might have some anxiety about it. But anyways, if you don't want to throw it away, or if your partner or spouse isn't exactly on the same page and doesn't want you to throw it away, you can still change your environment. For example, have your spouse hide your trigger food or the foods that you like to snack on. If they're out of sight, they're much more likely to be out of mind. And just changing that environment, changing where they are in the cupboards, gives your brain a hot second to think, do I really want that? Nope. So then you're just going to forget about it and walk away. Sometimes that pause from the automatic behavior of grabbing the snack that's always in the same place is all you need to say no. All right, so tell me in the comments below, what's your single greatest insight from this video, and what action are you going to take from it? Don't forget to check out all the resources and other videos in the description. And if you like this video, let me know. Hit the like button, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. That's how I know what kind of content to make for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.